Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful stories ever told. It's a story about a wedding, a long, dark night, and the huge difference between being ready and being left out in the cold.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. Are you prepared for the unexpected? And I don't just mean, a flat tire or a storm. I mean the big, life-changing moments that show up with zero warning. Just keep that question in the back of your mind, because it is the heart of this entire story.
All right, so where does this story come from? Well, it starts with Jesus teaching his disciples. They're trying to wrap their heads around what the kingdom of heaven is actually like, so he gives them this incredible analogy, a parable, to really paint a picture for them. And here's how he sets the scene. You've got 10 virgins, basically bridesmaids, waiting to welcome the bridegroom to the wedding feast. Now, back then, these things often happened at night, so their whole job was to light the way for him with their lamps. They all have the same job, they're all in the same place. On the surface, it looks like everyone is totally ready, but as we're about to find out, they are not. From the get-go, Jesus splits this group right down the middle. This isn't just a group of 10 friends. There's a huge division here, and it creates all the tension in the story.
So there are 10 of them, and they are split perfectly in half, 5 on one side, 5 on the other. And what separates them isn't money or how popular they are. It's a single, simple choice that's going to decide everything.
5 of them were wise, and the other 5 were foolish. And what was the one difference? The wise ones had the foresight to bring extra oil for their lamps, just in case. The foolish ones, they only brought what was in their lamps, figuring, it'll be enough.
You can almost hear them thinking it, can't you? Extra oil? Come on, why would we bother with that? He's going to be here any minute. It's that voice of overconfidence, maybe a little bit of laziness, focused only on right now. And that one little decision, that's the pivot on which this whole story turns. So that one choice, or really lack of a choice, is about to come to a head. The long, quiet waiting game is just about to explode into the story's most dramatic moment. And here's the curveball. The bridegroom was late, like way later than anyone thought he'd be. And this delay, this unexpected event, becomes the ultimate test. It's what separates those who just looked ready from those who actually were. And get this, the delay gets to everyone. The wise, the foolish, they all get tired and doze off. See, being wise doesn't mean you're a superhero who never gets tired. It means you're prepared for what happens when you're suddenly shaken awake. And then it happens. At midnight, the darkest part of the night, a shout rips through the silence. The wait is over, the moment is here, and there is absolutely no time left to get ready. The difference in their reactions is, well, it's night and day. The wise ones, they just calmly wake up, trim their lamps, pour in their extra oil, and their lights are burning bright. But for the foolish ones, it is pure chaos. They look down and realize their lamps are sputtering out. Their little bit of short-sightedness has just turned into a full-blown crisis. In a total panic, the foolish virgins beg the wise ones, "Quick, give us some of your oil." But the wise say no. And look, this isn't them being mean. It's them stating a fundamental truth of the story. Things like preparedness or faith or character, you can't borrow them at the last second. It's something you have to get for yourself, and the time to do that has passed. And that refusal leads right into the story's tragic final climax. The consequences of that one simple choice, to bring extra oil or not, are about to become permanent. Just look at how fast this all goes down. While the foolish are off scrambling to fix their mistake, the main event happens without them. The bridegroom shows up, he gathers the ones who are ready, they all go into the party, and then the door is slammed shut, locked. The opportunity is just gone. So what's the whole point of this? Well, the story doesn't just end with that shut door. Jesus zooms out and delivers the final, unforgettable lesson. The foolish virgins finally make it back. They've got their oil now, but it is way too late. They start banging on the door, shouting, "Lord, Lord, let us in." You can just feel the anguish in their voices, that horror of realizing they've completely missed out. And the reply from inside, wow, it's the emotional gut punch of the story. It's not angry, it's just final. Truly, I tell you, I do not know you. Because they weren't ready. They weren't recognized. They were outsiders. And that brings us to the moral of the story, the one line Jesus was building up to this whole time. Keep watch. Be ready always, because you have no idea when that defining moment is going to arrive. Which brings us right back to that first question I asked you. This isn't just some old story. It's a mirror. It forces every one of us to ask ourselves, what's the oil in my life? What are the preparations that truly matter? And when that midnight cry comes for me, is my lamp going to be ready?